Hello students. Today we will discuss in this class visual effects in a presentation. That means we can apply different visual effects in our presentation. So let's start. Microsoft PowerPoint is a presentation software that we can use to create slides. You can use the slides to present your ideas as a slideshow. The slides you create contains different content such as text, tables, clip art, and word art. It also contains image, animation, audio, etc. You have learned how to make a simple presentation with text and pictures. Once a presentation is created, you may need to view the slides. There are a number of ways in which you can do this. After creating the presentation, we should view our slides. The next is viewing a presentation. There are 4 ways in which we can view our presentation. These are called slide views. The slide views can be seen by clicking on the view tab. Okay. Each view is best suited for a particular purpose. Different views for different purpose. To change the view of a presentation, follow these steps. What are the steps? Click on View tab. After that, click on any of the 4 options available in the Presentation Views group. Presentation Views group. This is Presentation Views group. Okay. There are four options available: normal view, slide sorter view, notes page view, and reading view. The first is normal view. You can use normal view to see one slide at a time. Here we can see that only one slide at a time. This is the default view of Microsoft PowerPoint. You can see 3 panes in a normal view: the navigation pane, slide pane, and notes pane. Navigation pane, slides pane, and notes pane. The navigation pane has 2 tabs: outline tabs and slides tabs. The outline tab displays the text on each slide. All the text that are present in the slide we can see from the outline tab. And the slides tab displayed the slides as thumbnails. You can use the scroll bar in this pane to navigate between the slides. You can click on any slide in this pane and the slide will appear in the slide pane. The slide pane displays a larger view of the current slide, which I am selecting. You can use it to create and edit a slide. If there are any need to edit a particular slide, then we click on the particular slide and it will shown in the slide pane. And after that, we can edit or modify the slide. This is your work area where you can add text, insert pictures, and so on. And third is the notes pane is the area where you write notes for your own use. These notes do not appear on the screen when you run the presentation. When you run the presentation, these texts do not appear. Okay. It is only for our own use. So next is slide sorter view. Slide sorter view shows thumbnails of all the slides in a presentation in one place. You can use this view to rearrange, add, and delete slide. If we need to add slide or delete a particular slide, we can use this view, slide sorter view, because all the slides are shown in a single place in thumbnails format. The next is notes page view. Notes page view is used to add notes to a slide. It displays the notes in full page format. Notes are added to help speaker in remembering what to say. The notes cannot be seen by the viewers during the slideshow. When the slideshow is running, viewers cannot see the notes. Okay, only the speaker can see the notes. And the next is reading view. Reading view displays your slideshow within a window that has the title bar, status bar, and task bar. You can use reading view to review the presentation and switch to one of the other views if you want to change it. You can also access the taskbar to open another program. Now, I will see and show you step by step different views of presentation. Okay. For this, at first click on View tab. Okay. In presentation views group, there are four options, four views: normal views, slide sorter view, notes page view, and reading view. By default, normal view is selected because this is the default view of Microsoft PowerPoint. Then this is the default view. You can see there are three panes. Okay, in normal view, these are at first navigation pane. Okay, second is slide pane, and third is notes pane. Okay, in navigation pane, there are two tabs. One is slide outline tab. Okay, where all the text of each slide displays. The next is slides tab, where all the slides are displayed in thumbnails format. Second is slides pane, where we can see the larger view of a slide or a selected slide. When we select a particular slide, it will large in the slide pane. And the third is notes pane, where we can write notes for our own use. Suppose we write, this is the first slide of presentation. This is the first slide of presentation. When we run this presentation, it does not show the notes which I write in the notes pane. There are no notes which I write in the notes pane. Next is slide sorter view. So first click on View tab and then click on second view option, that is slide sorter view. Here all the slides are in thumbnails format, where we can add or delete any slide. Okay, or we can rearrange the slides. Suppose we delete a slide, right click, after that click on delete slide, and the slide is deleted. Or we can add a new slide, then the new slide is added. In this way we can add or delete slide or rearrange the slide. The next is notes page view. Third option is notes page view. In notes page view, we can add notes on a slide. Okay. This is the note. This is the first slide of a presentation, and the second where we can add some notes. Second slide. Second slide. Okay. In this way, we can add notes in the notes page view. And the fourth option is reading view. In reading view, it displays the slide within a window that has a title bar, status bar, and task bar. This is the title bar. Okay. This is the status bar and the task bar. These are the four views of Microsoft PowerPoint. First is normal view. Second is slide sorter view. Third is notes page view. And the fourth is reading view. Now, applying animation. When you have slides with text, tables, clip art, and word art ready, we can make the text larger or smaller. We can make objects fly in from different directions. That means we can add animations in our objects that are present in the slides. You can even make them spin around or fade out. All these are called special effects, and these help to make presentation livelier. These special effects also helps to draw the attention of the audience towards the important points on a slide. We can apply different special effects on our important points that are present in our slides. And it draw the attention of the audience. Now, Microsoft PowerPoint provides tools for motion and sound effects called animation. Microsoft PowerPoint provides tools for motion and sound effects called animation. An animation is a special effect that is applied to the text and objects in a slide. To apply an animation effect, follow these steps. Click on the object you want to animate. So first of all, we select or click the object that we want to animate. In case of text, select the text you wish to animate. After that, click on Animation tab. In the animation group, click on the drop-down arrow to expand the list of animations available. Animation options are shown in 4 groups: entrance, emphasis, exit, and motion path. Entrance, emphasis, exit, and motion path. Click on any option. You will see a preview of the selected animation effect. If we click any one of the animation, we can preview the selected animation effect. You can select individual text and objects to apply different animation effects on them. This is apply animation in a slide or in our presentation. Next is applying transition. You can specify how to move from one slide to the next during a slideshow. This motion effect is called transition. You can control the speed of transitions. You can also add sound to them. A transition makes a presentation attractive and interesting. To apply a transition to a slide, follow these steps. First is click on the slide to which you want to apply the transition. Click on the transition tab. After that, in the transition to this slide group, click on the drop down arrow to expand the list of transitions available. Transition effects are shown in 3 groups: subtle, exciting, and dynamic content. Click on any option, you will see a preview of the selected transition effect. Now, adding sound to a transition. Now, first, select a slide. In the timing group, click on the sound drop-down arrow. The sound list appears. Click on any one option. Select any one option. Under the timing group, you can click on the on mouse click checkbox. This option allows you to move to the next slide after a click of the mouse. You can also choose after option. This option allows you to add a checkbox to advance to the next slide automatically after a certain period of time. Type the number of seconds the slide should remain on the screen. To apply the transition sound to all the slides, click on apply to all. Now, apply an animation effect. So first, we have to click on the object that we want to animate. Suppose I click on this. Okay. After that, click on the animation tab. Now click on animations tab. Okay. In the animations group, okay, click on the drop down arrow to expand the list of animations available. So click on drop down menu. We can see different types of animation effects. Okay. Click on any option. Suppose I click on this and it will preview. Okay. Suppose I click select this effect. Okay. In this way, we can add any animation effect on a particular object that are present in the slideshow. Okay. Suppose I select the second one. Select this. After that, select this. Then select. Okay. In this way, we can add animation effect. After that, apply transitions. Okay. So first, click on the slide to which we want to apply the transition. So I select the first slide. After that, click on the transitions tab. Click on transitions tab. In transition to this slide group, click on the drop down menu, a drop down arrow to expand the list of transitions available. There are different types of transitions available. We can select any one transition effect from the list. Suppose we select this. Or we can select this. Okay, in this way, we can add any transition for a particular slide. Suppose I select the second one and I select plus. This is not a good option. We select another honeycomb. Okay, in this way we can add transition. Now adding a sound to a transitions. Okay. So first select a slide. Okay, I select the first slide. In the timing group, click on the sound drop down arrow. In the timing group, click on the sound drop down arrow. Okay, after that the sound list appears. Click on any one option. Select any one options from the list. Suppose I select this. Okay. After that, under the timing group, you can click on the on mouse click checkbox. Okay, this option allows you to move the next slide after a click of the mouse. If I don't click the mouse, then it will not go to the next slide. Okay, this option to after clicking the mouse, it will navigate to the next slide. Okay, you can choose also the after. Okay, in this option allow you to the next slide automatically after a certain period of time. Here we can add the seconds. Suppose I add 3 seconds or 4 seconds or 5 seconds. Okay, I select on mouse click. Now to apply the transition to the all slide, click on apply to all. After clicking the apply to all the transition sounds are applied to the all the slides. Okay. Now it's time to run the slideshow. I click the mouse and the next slide. Go to the next slide. When I click the mouse, the next slide automatically appears. If we click on after, then and I set the time for 5 seconds. Now apply to all. Now run this presentation. It will automatically navigate to the next slide. Don't need us to click the mouse. In this way, we can add sound to a transition and apply to the all the slides.